Hello, Susan Hamilton here with the Offbeat Business Show, and we are on location at the Association of Fundraising Professionals. And I met the most interesting fella here, and I have to share him with you. Hey, John.
Susan, nice to see you as well.
So, John,
thanks for having me.
You know, you told me that you help businesses understand, and nonprofits understand how to operate more like a business so that they can really get things done and be more effective.
Absolutely. Just because you're nonprofit doesn't mean that you operate to make zero profit. You still have to instill some of the business disciplines that I have been incorporated throughout my corporate life in terms of hospital and healthcare fund operations and clinic management, managed care negotiations, real estate development, etc., as well as healthcare philanthropy. So it's really merging. What I like to do is to help organizations learn from the experience that has guided me almost 3 decades.
So what would you say is the biggest challenge that you see?
Well, sometimes there are a couple of them. One is nonprofits, they don't invest the resources ahead of the revenue curve. As you start to invest in fundraising infrastructure in terms of people and systems and processes, you don't often see the return for a year or so. But sometimes nonprofits, I'm trying to instill in boards that you have to look beyond the immediate quarter, the immediate month. Begin to look at a longer term picture.
So we have to be working very efficiently, friends. We've got to make sure we're putting these systems in place so that we are managing things for the long term. It doesn't always look great right away.
Unfortunately not, but the more that you put into, the more resource that you put ahead of it, the revenue will be there eventually. Not just in terms of the planned gifts, but in terms of the major giving. Those where you're not on that gala gravy, I call it the gala addiction. You know, where you're going from one party to another, instead of really focusing on what drives those individuals to commit their resources to your organization.
Wait a minute, that's not how you do it?
Well, I hate to pop the balloon, but no, it's not like Spanky and alfalfa say, hey, let's put on a show. No, it's really involving those individuals deeply in your agency, letting them see where their resources make a significant impact on the lives of ordinary folks. And
it's just networking, John. It sounds like it's wise networking.
It is relationship management at the core. At the bottom line, Susan, we don't deal in quantum physics or anything Star Trek or Big Bang Theory. It's relationships. And how do we manage relationships? How do we create opportunities to build and deepen those relationships? And that's the best fundraising.
I love that. I love that. And friends, you know I'm sharing this with you today because it is so important for American business to get excited about what they're doing again, because somebody out there has a heart for philanthropy in one area or another. Everybody's got something that they feel strongly about, and we just get so busy on our hamster wheel of doing business, we don't know how to get involved. And when we do dive out there with our heart and decide to start a 501c3, and we don't have that managed appropriately, a lot of times they fall flat. What's the stat on how quickly they go out?
Well, when I got into the business 15 years ago, there were maybe 800,000 nonprofit organizations, ones that actually filled out the 501c3. Now I believe there's like 1.5 million, according to the IRS. So there's a coming wave of consolidation, much as what we've seen in the airlines and banks, etc. A lot of industries. Just because you have a great idea, it doesn't mean you always have to run out and start your own nonprofit. Find other organizations that may serve the same or a similar type population. Talk to your community foundation. Perhaps they can set up a donor advised fund that can accomplish very much of the same thing, but let them pick up all of the overhead and the administrative expenses, because their cost of doing business is much lower than you starting your own.
You know, John, it sounds like you know what you're talking about.
Well, I'd like to think. I sure would like to think so. I stayed at a Holiday Inn Express last night. Oh, so I should know. No, I'm just kidding. I'm a certified fundraising executive and one of 185 people in the United States with a fellowship in the Association of Healthcare Philanthropy. So, and I've been doing this for 15 years. I love what drives me about it is the ability to match individuals who have a passion for a particular cause or organization and match the needs of that organization with their passion. Because when you do that, the magic of philanthropy happens.
Now, John, how can my audience find out more about you?
Well, you can go to my website, www.philanthropyfocus.net, all one word. Or you can email me, john@philanthropyfocus.net, or you can call me. I mean, That's kind of old school, but I still do it.
Well, it's pretty important.
469-215-1651.
Wonderful. You know, you have to repeat that.
469-215-1651. Call before midnight tonight. That's 469-215-1651. Been here since 6 in the morning and my coffee's wearing
Long
off.
day. Hey, friends, now listen, if you know somebody who needs this information, remember, you can find all of our replays, all of our promos, the magazine, and everything you need to know about offbeat business at offbeatbusiness.com. Susan Hamilton on location at the Association of Fundraising Professionals.
Thank you.